I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I said 5 p.m., didn't I? You must have thought I meant human time. Nay. Nay, nay. Sorry. Where I'm from, time is just like every moment is just longer. So anyway, that's why I'm starting at 5:07. I'm trying to go for 30 minutes. So let me like get you up to speed real quick. Oh, where's my notes? Where's my freaking notes? Okay, so my name's Sheba. Hey y'all. So glad you could join me. You might have seen me on Sheba Sunday. You might have seen me walking about the city or something in New York. All over the world, I'm quite international. Okay, so why BBH? Black Bunny Hole. First of all, when choosing a name, I was like, I want to like do this thing where I'm like letting you inside my mind. You see this expanse. Look at this green screen. Shit. Anyway, okay, going through this expanse of my mind and just like getting to know how I think. I don't know. A lot of times I'm just like curious about stuff and I want to like know more. I want to know more about what's going on, you know, in this thing. Okay. Anyway. So it's like, let's go down the rabbit hole. Duh. And so I was like, all right, let's see if that is taken on Instagram and YouTube. Yes, definitely. The rabbit hole. Sure. Pretty common thing. Then I was like, okay, what about the black rabbit hole? Also a thing though. Also, black hole, obviously a thing. Also the bunny hole, surprisingly, is a thing. It's actually, I'm not even giving them, why am I giving them free ad space? I'm sorry, I know this works. Okay, black bunny hole. No one had it, unique, perfect for me. Look at what I can do with my hair, so smart. And like, actually, around our house, there's a bunch of bunnies. I'm also born in Year of the Rabbit. I don't know, there's just like a lot of synchronicities, if you will. Also, I feel like I'm like kind of like, I very much relate to Bugs Bunny, you know? He's like a sarcastic, smart, clever little bunny who's iconic. And I've got the like body and basketball playing skills of Lola Bunny. It's just like, it's all coming together. Hey. Okay. Also, oh yeah. Oh, so the biggest thing, I think, Billy, man, BB. Oh, most important BB. Just kidding. He was like, yeah, do it. He's always like, you know, encouraging me to like go for it and like try stuff and like, hell yeah. This is what I love to do. You know, kind of just talk to myself and explore my ideas and stuff. So yeah. Also, you know, I love being a lawyer and stuff. I love all the skills I learn. It really is it's an interesting job. But like, you know, I don't know if it's like the best use of my talents. So yeah, anyway. So yeah, I was like, let me use my talents, like, let me just show you what I got, okay? All right? So, for this first episode, inaugural episode, Billy was like, why don't you do RuPaul? Duh. Did I explain it? I guess I'm gonna like do a deep dive, go down a rabbit hole, a bunny hole, if you will, about like stuff that interests me. I'm like, people interest me. People are so interesting. The very least, people are interesting, right? So, first person I'm gonna look into is, hold on, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna like behind the scenes of like what I do as a lawyer, as a trained attorney, and just as a curious person who's like good at searching for stuff. So I'm gonna do split screen. Yeah. Oh, and look, now I'm just like, you know, in the ether. Okay, so, all right, so we are doing RuPaul Charles. That was in an Oprah voice. RuPaul, woo. Look at RuPaul. When I start typing into Google, do I get an ad thing for that? Like, yes. Okay. RuPaul's Drag Race, RuPaul American Drag Queen. That's the one I'm talking about. All these things. RuPaul's Drag Race UK, RuPaul Game Show, RuPaul Husband, RuPaul H. Because, like, bitch looks good. Like, stunning. Stunning. You know, dudes who are, like, particularly black dudes who might be self-conscious about, like, balding. All the baddies are bald. The what's her name? The girl from Black Panther? RuPaul? Billy? The Rock? Let me stop naming sexy bald people, but you get it. 6'4". Married to, I think, George's. I feel like I've heard him say it's George's. Okay, let's just go to Wikipedia. My girl is a Scorpio. November 17th. 62 years. Would you believe it? Would you believe it? I feel like I could go to like any politician's page and the 30-year-olds look like they're 62. All right, my Scorpio. Oh, can you guys see this? Billy, tell me how to, oh no. Tell me how to like move in closer, zoom in like on this. Because I want you guys to see this because I feel like it's really good. Okay. RuPaul Andre Charles. What a great name, by the way. RuPaul's like a very unique one. Born in San Diego, the son of Ernestine, Tony, and Irving Andrew Charles. Irving is an interesting name. His parents are both from Louisiana. He was named by his mother, Ru. Came from Ru, the term for the base of gumbo and other Creole stews and soups. Oh my God. I really like RuPaul. I don't know if you could tell. And I also really like soup. That's like not a thing I like talk about as much as I should based on the amount that I love soup. So that's like really hilarious that he's named after a freaking soup. According to Finding Your Roots, his DNA composition is 70% African American. Okay, weird. African and 30% European. Okay. When his parents divorced in 1967, he and his 3 sisters lived with their mother, a practicing Seventh-day Adventist. He was raised in the Catholic faith, and oh my gosh, I was also like, went to Catholic school. Our family, when I was in 5th grade, we like converted to Catholics, Roman Catholic. It was weird. So strange. Oh my gosh, can you imagine RuPaul knowing what you know about him today? Like, oh man, in Catholic school, girl. At 15, RuPaul and his sister Renetta moved to study performing arts in Atlanta. Yo, okay, so one of RuPaul's show, I'm like kind of jumping ahead. He had this awesome show. Oh man, it was Drag You. Oh my gosh, Drag You. And he took like cis women and put them in drag, and they had like a little, like they got drag personas. And anyway, one time it was him and his sisters. It was so sweet. Yeah, anyway, RuPaul struggled as a musician and filmmaker during the 80s. He like came up. He always talks about how he was like homeless in New York for a little bit. Let's see, what does all this say? He played opposite New York City drag performer Mona Foote. How did he get into it? I don't know. Man. Okay, so I'm like jumping ahead. I took RuPaul's Masterclass, which I cannot recommend enough. I took it like right in the thick of the first year of the pandemic. Girl, hold up. Let me like RuPaul Masterclass. It's excellent. Oh my gosh. Can you like see it behind the logo? I don't know how to change that, but it's excellent. It's so good. I learned so much. It's about authenticity and self-expression. You know, if you're someone for whom that sounds like an interesting thing. Oh, Billy says highlight stuff top right of the browser. You can zoom. Man. Also, do you see this logo? How it's like popping up and like on my reel it goes like that? Billy freaking made that. That was like, you know, he was like, what do you want for Valentine's Day? And, you know, he does this, like, how sweet. What a sweet person. Anyway, okay. One thing I learned from the Masterclass is Rue talks about how his mom would always tell him that when she was pregnant with him, she went to like a psychic, and the psychic told her that it's going to be a boy and he's going to be famous. And so his mother, as he was growing up, told him this story, and so he had this knowledge that he was going to be famous. So he just had to wait and figure out what it was going to be that was going to make him famous. How, like, interesting to have that kind of knowledge in you that, like, you know, it's going to hit. Something I do is going to be amazing. So it's just to me to, you know, wait and see what it is. Anyway, okay, so goes to New York. I'm, like, skipping through the life. Kind of a lot of stuff. Oh my gosh, so many things. Oh, I mean, you kind of know. You kind of know. He's got like 19 different iterations of RuPaul's Drag Race. One of the most well-known, you know, I mean, maybe only because of copyright things, like a drag competition show. And it's so good. I freaking love it. Billy also loves it. It's like one of the things I liked about him. I was like, you know of and like this show already? Hell yeah. Sexy. It's great. Oh, I don't know. Barbra Streisand's in here somewhere. That came up. That's cool. I know it. If you haven't seen RuPaul's Drag Race, you gots to. It's great. Okay, so I forgot I got started late. I was like nervous for a second because I was like, oh shit. I'm behind, but I started 7 minutes late, so I'm good. Anyway, Billy asks, what was the movie with Wesley Snipes? It was To Wong Fu, the full name of which is Thanks for Everything. To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything. Judy Newmar. Starring Wesley Snipes, Patrick Swayze, John Leguizamo, Stocking Channing, I don't know if you know, not heard, Channing. Stocking Channard, though, is a great name. Welcome to the stage, Stocking Channard. Anyway, good drag queen name. Blythe Danner. It's such a good film, and RuPaul's really just in the beginning of it when they're like, you know, introducing the characters. Wesley Snipes plays a really good drag queen named Noxeema Jenkins, of course, and Patrick Swayze, I can't remember her name. She's like kind of the main character, one of the leads. And John Leguizamo, they're all drag queens, and they're like taking a road trip to California, and their car breaks down in this like, you know, kind of Midwestern to Southern town where they don't get a lot of drag queens, let me just say. And hilarity ensues. It's great. It's like a really good film and heartwarming, and I learned a lot. And like Wesley Snipes is so good. Patrick Swayze, they're all like so talented, and it feels like a very like respectful, well, you know, kind of researched and thoughtful portrayal. Also, Robin Williams is in it. He sells them the car. He's like this, I don't even know what he is, but he like gets things for like drag queens and people in the gay scene. It's such a good movie. It's star-studded. It's hilarious. We could honestly all use a refresher on the lessons that it teaches. Like a little more tolerance, a little more knowledge that we're all drag queens. Because one of the things that RuPaul says is famous for saying. Billy would tell me to go full screen, I think, right now. One of the things RuPaul would say is, you're born naked, and the rest is drag. Which is so fucking true. Like, you literally come out naked, and then the world is like, okay, you're a girl, so you're gonna wear this, and we're gonna like let your hair grow, and we're gonna like just subtly expect different things from you. And like, same for boys, you know? Oh, you got a little pee-pee? Okay. You got a little penis? All right, you're a boy. Life is gonna be interesting for you too, in a different way. And can you imagine being RuPaul, a black man in the, what was 60 years ago? In 1960. Dang. A black man in the 60s in California. I don't know. It just sounds difficult. Certainly like someone who maybe doesn't fit into the traditional or more typical kind of 60s definitions of what black men were supposed to be. Man. But yeah, it's just so cool. Like, got so many, what do you call it? Like, quotes and idioms that, like, this person definitely lives by. Born naked and the rest is drag. That's why I have, like, a very interesting style. Isn't this so cute? It's great. It's so interesting when you're an adult, like, in your 30s and up, people like expect you to like dress a certain way and like you're supposed to know it. It's like, why? I like pay rent. I pay a mortgage, you know, I pay my taxes. Like, why can't I dress however I want, you know? And I really appreciate people who are of that inclination, you know? And it helps me like remember like, oh right, we're all making this up, right? Let's not get too attached to like all this bullshit, which is also part of this, like, oh, this show. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, so cool. Let me go back to split screen. Sorry, I just got off work. How's everyone's work week? Are you a 9-to-5er, Monday to Fridayer like me? Eh? Yeah, it's all right. Okay, so went to New York after high school. Went to lots of drag festivals. I remember in the Masterclass, he was saying that like I think he was about to turn 30 or like 26 or something, and he was like kind of gonna like give up, and then something happened, and like I don't want to tell the story, man. Like you gotta go get the master class. Like this isn't sponsored by it, but like you know if you like, I wouldn't say no to it. So but like go get it. It's like really helpful. The point of that though was he had to like, he really doubted himself that this was going to be something he could really do. And someone in his life was like, fucking do it. You know, you got to. Anyway, let me see. What do we got? He's like doing it. He had his own talk show, landed a talk show on his own on VH1, The RuPaul Show, interviewing celebrity guests and musical acts, Diana Ross, Nirvana. Oh, you remember that picture of RuPaul and Kurt Cobain and the people in Nirvana? Dave Grohl, who went to my high school, by the way. I'll always tell that fact because not that many famous people went to my high school. Just Dave Grohl and Sheba. Only two famous people. Okay. Oh. And there's this sweet one with Courtney Love and their little baby. I can't remember her name. Frances. Oh, I do remember her name. It's Frances Bean. That's Dave Grohl. He went to Bishop Ireton High School in Alexandria, Virginia. You know, so. Hey, don't want to brag, but I'm pretty close in degrees of separation away from RuPaul. So, just say. Bright says, sometimes all it takes is that one person to say, do what you do. Yo, absolutely. Also a thing that RuPaul said, like, his therapist eventually told him that, you know, the power and whatnot that you feel in drag on stage performing, you can access that in all the other areas of your life. You know, you can access that when you're out of drag. I'm like, what? And that, like, you know, expanded his mind about what could be possible too. Like, goddamn. Another cool thing I learned from the what do you call it? The Masterclass, RuPaul's Masterclass. Oh, he teared up when he started talking about one of the things that really helped push him into, like, you know, his next level, or like help him, was sobriety. He like teared up and was like, you know, thanking, you know, the people who had, you know, supported him and, you know, stayed with him through this like period and stuff. I was like, oh, damn. And this was like the beginning of the pandemic. So I was like, not at the place where I was like, like, you know, that does not sound good to me. But like, that's crazy to me that you can create all the things, because he's been sober like, I want to say like 20 years or something. To create like Drag Race and all that other stuff sober, like, I don't, you know, I don't drink alcohol anymore. Like, just over it now. And it's like, great. Terrible news. Like, quitting alcohol, I like feel good. I'm like still funny and interesting. I have a lot, like my anxiety and depression and just like general disease and like feeling stuck, pretty much gone, man. So, you know, if you can find it out, like with it, like I am jealous. But you know, if you're looking for like a low impact thing to like, oh my God, I save so much money now, without drinking alcohol, and it's just, it's a low investment, high payoff kind of thing. Just, you know, I'm all about little hacks to get through this freaking thing. I feel like RuPaul is too. Was I in the middle of saying something? I was probably in the middle of like giving like a salient point, but it's okay. I'll probably come back to it. Oh, something that, oh yeah, about, oh right, so he got sober 20 years ago, and so he's like completely sober of everything. Like, you know, I don't drink alcohol, but like, you know, I'm like curious about other drugs, so just leave it at that, you know. Yeah, okay, so had that talk show, which is awesome. I could do a talk show, right? I'm like so clever and interesting and creative and stuff. And like, now that I don't drink, like, I just feel like there's so many hours in the day, and like, it feels really good to like get my inside thoughts out. And maybe it will for you too, the 2 viewers who are here, the 2 to 6 viewers who keep popping in, who I'm so grateful for. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel and whatnot. Oh my gosh, this is also Billy's stuff up here. The Real Manosphere, BillyButton.com. Ooh. Okay, sorry. Should I let you guys see me full screen? Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Actually, watching RuPaul's Masterclass, it was so helpful to me in so many ways. He has this part where it's like, okay, when you're taking a picture, you like don't know what to do with your hands, right? I bet if you think about it, you are kind of like, oh, hopefully someone's here. I can put my hands around them. Like, ugh. It is kind of weird. Apparently you're supposed to like lock your fingers like that and like, you know, just kind of let your arms hang like they will when they're locked, and like put your weight back on your back foot. This is a pro tip, straight from the supermodel of the world herself, RuPaul. Yeah, anyway, she just had RuPaul, who is like, you can call me, I don't care if you call me he or she, as long as you pay me or something like that. Like, you know, she just wants to get paid. I love a bitch that's about her money. Oh, Billy asks, who are your favorite queens from Drag Race? Oh man. Man, okay. Oh man, my faves. Holy moly. That's the other thing I love. Okay, so like kind of a lot of people, many of us, I would say most of us maybe, know about drag race and drag queens and gay culture. And I think it's like it's been, however flawed or whatever or imperfect, a vehicle to like help be like, hey, look at, they're just like, people who are like good at this one discrete, made up kind of set of skills. And it's really cool. They do such cool stuff. You gotta have looks. You gotta be able to like do this drag illusion. Let me put in RuPaul's Drag Race. Hold up. Hold up. I mean, I know you know what I mean. It's just it's so like accessible to, for instance, my mother, who, her hair is the color of this universe back there. I always call her the universe because she gives birth to stars. It's me and my brother and sister. She loves it. She actually, oh my god, my mother, who is 73, just went on a solo cruise, a Virgin Atlantic cruise, and it had a tattoo person on it, a tattoo shop, and she got a tattoo. She got her first tattoo, 73. She was always like, my tattoos. She was always like, she's a woman from the late 40s. I'm pretty sure she was born in 49. I was like, oh, should I? But actually, she's amazing. So, anyway, my mother knows and likes RuPaul, which like, all right, 73-year-olds, boomers, you don't really have an excuse to still be like, what is this? What? Huh? Like, you guys like kind of figured out racism very quickly and we're kind of like, okay, cool. That's how the world is. All right. Who am I to change it? All right. Like, rabble rouser. Like, so it's fine. We know what we know now, but I do expect you to like, you're a little slow to the take. Just watch a couple seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race. There's going to be a lot of dick jokes, a lot of sex jokes, a lot of gay sex jokes, but like, you'll be good. Okay. I love it. Okay, so, oh, there's great sound design. Let me know if I'm like getting too loud. Ugh, look at me in this human form. I'm just afraid of being too expansive. I'm just like, oh man. Billy says, LOL, don't worry about time, BTW. So true. It is made up. Okay. Oh, right. I said I was going to do 30 minutes. Okay, so, oh man, that's in 2 minutes from now. Wow. Time flies. Okay, so I'm just going to like, let me see. What was that question that Billy asked about who are my favorite drag queens from this excellent show where you have to be able to sew. You have to be able to put on a face of makeup and make it look like a female illusion, you have to be able to sew. You got to be able to put an outfit together. You got to be funny. You got to be able to improv. You got to sing. You got to dance. You got to be able to like walk a runway in heels. All things that I'm kind of not that good at. And like, I would have loved to go on Drag You. One of Billy and I's like, one of our many expansive dreams is to be guest judges on RuPaul's Drag Race. I feel like Billy is going to be like an icon in the gay community, in all the communities, but that one too, just saying. Bright says, I know someone that got their tongue pierced at 50. Wow. Woo. I don't know. I mean, I know I'm like talking about like anything's possible, but I'm like, ooh, a tongue piercing? No thanks. I feel like I like eating so much and I just like use my tongue so often. I don't know if I would like, the aftercare I feel like would be challenging for me, but I'm, feral. Okay. who are some of my favorite people? Oh man, Shea Coulee from Chicago, Illinois. She didn't come to play. She came to slay. Did I do anything? Oh, is this like, I don't want to like show favorites because I know it's about like money and it's all dumb, but like, come on, Yahoo. Why are you the homepage? Why would, you know I don't want that. Okay. Shea Coulee, American Drag Queen, one of my faves. Look at this. Beauty. Oh, wait, no. God damn. All right. Oh my gosh. Just like stunning. Can you see all these? Oh my god, this. I really loved her in her, she was in 2 seasons. She was like final 2 in her first season, and like I think she was the winner. She should have been the winner earlier. One thing I do have sometimes with RuPaul, 2 things actually. Love that he's rich, but he does fracking, which I think is like bad. It's like the extra terrible kind of oil thing. Well simulation in which rock is fractured by a hydraulically pressurized liquid. Like, I love to see a black person and a queer person, you know, making money, but like, at what cost? Come on, we're better than that. I know we don't have to be, but like, God, kind of have to. You kind of have to show them how it's done. Just won't say any more than that, but oh my gosh, look at how beautiful she is. And in her season, she was like, when she did win, she was like, my drag is an homage to black women. And like, it really fucking is. Like, she's so beautiful and really talented. Her sewing is impeccable. She can dance like so crazy. She's funny for the snatch race, which is a thing they do every season. It's like the snatch game. Did I say the snatch race? Don't. Just the snatch game. You have to like they have to dress up and impersonate a well-known person usually, and like play the what is it, the match game. I don't know if you know it. Anyway, she went as Flavor Flav, and it was really fucking funny. So good. Okay, anyway, love Shea Coulee. Who else I got? I got my girl Jinx Monsoon, who is currently playing like she's in Chicago in the musical. I want to say on Broadway, but maybe you know, on another famous stage. But yeah, she's what Queen Latifah was playing. This bitch is also a funny queen. Like I think her drag is like unique. It's kind of like old timey. In a like intentionally, but she's like so funny. She's a really good singer, and just freaking funny. You should follow all these people on IG also. Okay, Jinx Monsoon. Who else do I like? Oh man, I like my girl Alaska. Alaska Thunderfuck. Sorry, I'm not supposed to curse, but I mean, we're all adults here. Alaska's great. Just like ridiculous and very herself. I like people who are like quirky and funny and strange and just like own it. Maybe let me see who else. I like man, Latrice Royale is really good. Oh, Vanjie, you know, I love my girl Vanjie. Oh, huh. Am I spelling it wrong? Let's see. Am I on Yahoo? No. Okay. Anyway, Vanjie. Love this bitch too. She's really funny. Her drag is like kind of all right. I mean, like, you know, that's coming from someone who watches RuPaul's Drag Race a lot, not from someone who could do anywhere sort of near that kind of makeup. Like, she's so good. I can't really do any. This little lip is like as much as I can handle. So, you know. Yeah, anyway. Let me see. I did take some notes. Let me make sure I like put everything down. Anyway, yeah, those are kind of my faves that are like off the top of my head. I feel like I could do like an 8-part RuPaul down the bunny hole thing about her. But, you know, the perfect is the enemy of the good. So, oh, I am going to say one more thing. Other people who I like, I'm sorry, actually, never mind. Just, I'll take back all that. We're back on alien time. Okay. Is this like really funny show with 2 Drag Race alumni. This is Katya and this is Trixie Mattel. I think Katya is like really beautiful and so funny. They're both so funny. This is a hilarious YouTube show that you guys should all watch. It's but you can also just type in like Trixie Mattel or Katya YouTube show. And it's like so freaking funny. I love them. I would love to be able to like get to their kind of, you know, outreach and stuff. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they like love me because I'm great. Anyway, yeah, so that's kind of like, look at all of like these tangents we went off on with just starting with my girl, Miss RuPaul Charles. So fucking iconic. So amazing. Did I do like an image like thing on Google of her? Because I think she deserves that. Ugh. Wow. So look at all this freaking merchandise. A girl can brand, man. I love how she like makes up a word and like does hashtag blah 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 and like just like creates it. She has all these albums. She like makes songs about things that happen on the show, and it's just like smart. He's a smarty. Okay, I don't know why this is like being weird. Oh, okay. Yeah. So perfect. Like, man. Okay, so my mom. Oh, I remember. Okay. I was talking about my mom because for her, like, sometime between now and 80, I think her 75th birthday, she wants to do a drag queen. Like, I get all made up by drag queens and maybe do another roast. Oh, you know, she wants to have a funeral party where you like come and like say what you would say at her funeral, but she wants to hear it and she will have notes if she doesn't like it. So which is so smart. I want to hear what y'all got to say about me. I'm gonna steal that idea. That's a great idea. And maybe at that we can make it like drag themed. Maybe we can like get all dragged up and like it can be a roast and a drag show and a funeral party. I'm so clever. She's gonna love that. I'm gonna tell her that. And good thing we have a couple years to prepare because I feel like I'm gonna have like a RuPaul's Drag Race caliber or better drag queen who's gonna help, you know, drag Yumi. All right. Anyway, that was fun. Sorry I went a little longer than possible than I said I was, which is 30 minutes. But also, you're welcome. Love you. I'll see you on Sunday for Sheba Sunday. Oh my God, it's going to be what is it? Oh, it's the 13th episode. So I'm going to be talking about 13 going on 30, where I was when I was 13. It was the year 2000. So it's an interesting time. So I'll see you. Thank you for coming down the Black Bunny hole and learning a little bit about RuPaul. Isn't he interesting? Tell me in the comments, I guess, like the most interesting thing or your favorite RuPaul quote. I'll judge them. You better be right. Just kidding. I don't have like a sign off. Let me think. Okay, maybe I'll think of something that RuPaul says. I'll just sign off with interesting quotes from RuPaul. The biggest illusion is that we're all different, but we're all the same. We're actually all the same. Woo! You know, I always try to come from a place of love, but sometimes you just got to break it down for a motherfucker. Also a good one. What's another one? Born naked and the rest is drag, of course. If you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else? Amen. Can I get an amen? And like, you know, if they're not keeping on your lights, don't pay them any mind. Don't pay them no mind. Anyway, RuPaul, please don't sue me for using all your quotes. I love you, and I have attributed everything I think appropriately. Anyway, love you. See you on Sunday, and then on Monday with Billy, and then on Friday again. Ugh, happy Black History Month. I love you. See ya. End stream. Stream ending.